They tell you that a broken heart is a weakness. They tell you to get over it, to move on, and to hide the cracks in your soul. But they are wrong. A heart that has never been broken is a heart that has never truly lived. It is a heart made of glass, smooth, pretty, but incredibly fragile. But a broken heart, a heart that has been shattered into 1,000 pieces and forced to put itself back together, that heart is made of steel. Today, I want to show you that your pain isn't a prison. It's a forge. And if you're hurting right now, you aren't falling apart. You are being rebuilt into someone who cannot be broken again. Meet Kale. Kale sat in a room that felt too quiet. The person he loved was gone. The dream he chased had failed. The life he had carefully built for years had collapsed in a single weekend. He felt a physical weight in his chest, a hollowness that made it hard to breathe. To the world, Kale looked fine, but inside, he was a ghost. He stopped going to the gym. He stopped calling his friends. He spent his nights staring at a blank wall, replaying every mistake, every what if, and every word he wished he hadn't said. He felt like a failure because he couldn't just be happy. The pain wasn't just sadness, it was a loss of identity. When his heart broke, he lost the person he thought he was. He felt small. He felt disposable. Every morning, he woke up with a split second of peace, followed by the crushing realization, it's still true. They're still gone. I'm still alone. He tried to numb the pain. He scrolled through social media for hours, looking at people who seemed perfect. He tried to pretend it didn't hurt, but the more he pushed the pain down, the more it poisoned him. He became angry, cynical, and cold. He thought that by closing his heart, he was protecting himself. He didn't realize he was just building a cage. One afternoon, Kyle visited an old pottery teacher he knew. The old man was working on a bowl that had been dropped. It was in pieces on the table. Kyle watched as the old man didn't throw the pieces away. Instead, he mixed a special glue with pure gold dust. He carefully joined the jagged edges back together. The cracks weren't hidden. They were highlighted in shining, brilliant gold. It's called Kintsugi, the old man said without looking up. In our culture, we believe that when something has suffered damage and has a history, it becomes more beautiful. Kyle looked at his own hands. But it's still broken, he whispered. No, the old man replied. It is stronger at the places where it was once cracked. Kyle looked at the gold-filled cracks. He realized he had been trying to erase his pain, but his pain was actually his greatest asset. The loss had stripped away his ego. The failure had removed his arrogance. The heartbreak had made him realize how much he was capable of feeling. He understood that you cannot have deep strength without deep struggle. The person who has lost everything and survived has a power that a lucky person can never understand. He stopped trying to be the old Kyle. That version was gone. He decided to be the Kintsugi Kyle, someone who carries his scars with pride. A broken heart is an open heart. When your heart breaks, the light finally gets in. It forces you to look at your life with brutal honesty. It teaches you empathy for others who are suffering. It teaches you that you are resilient enough to survive the worst days of your life. The secret strength of a broken heart is that it no longer fears the shadows. Once you have stood in the fire and didn't burn, you realize you are the fire. Don't let your pain turn you into a victim. Let it turn you into a warrior. Use that energy, that raw, pulsing ache, and channel it into your discipline, your work, and your growth. Your scars are not a sign that you were defeated. They are proof that you survived. Wear them like gold. The world may break you, but if you let it, it will break you open into something far greater than you ever were before. If this story touched you, like, share, and subscribe for more stories. Until next time, stay strong.